Hello, everybody, and welcome. So, this is episode 3, the final episode. We're going to be going over the United States, North American, and Women's World Champions of 2023. If you haven't seen the previous two videos, what we're doing here is we're putting a tier list of sorts together, ranking every single title reign of 2023. This includes reigns from 2022 that carried over, but anything that was completely outside does not count. For example, Ronda Rousey's reign that ended on the day before 2023 will not count. We're just looking at 2023. So, we have 6 people that we're going to rank here today. As you can see, I've already done the tag champions and the current champions up here now. So, if you want to go watch those, current champs is episode 1, and the tag champs is episode 2. Let's get started with our United States champions. We have Austin Theory. This reign is weird. It's very weird. So you got this guy, woohoo, he's the champion. He's the mid-card champ. Let's go. He comes out every once in a while. He has a match with somebody. He has a feud, an active feud going on, and he often has matches with somebody, and he wins. He gets the victory, clean, or maybe with some shenanigans, 1, 2, 3, ding, ding, ding. But he doesn't really do anything else. He just has a match on pay-per-view every once in a while, and then just kind of... and doesn't have good matches necessarily. They're just an average match. Your average Raw match. And it's boring. You're not entertained by the run at all. But it's super long. That's Austin Theory. His run is one of the longest straight U.S. title reigns. But can you tell me anything that happened of importance? I can think, John Cena, Seth Rollins, Bobby Lashley, a triple threat at Backlash. I don't know, but he's champ for that long, and that's all I can figure out. But you have to give him props for being champ for long enough. So we're going to put him high C. We're going to put him here. Next up, we have Rey Mysterio. He lost to the current champ, Logan Paul, a couple of weeks back at Crown Jewel. That match, I should say, was a pretty good match. It was a little lower than expected, but still good. And otherwise, the reign was there, so Theory wasn't reigning. And he defended it twice technically on PLE. He defended it against Theory at Payback, and then lost to Paul at Crown Jewel. So, didn't do much, held it for 100 days, but still... again, nothing of note, but at least he didn't have it for some obscene amount of time and do nothing with it. It kind of got interpreted into the LWO storyline. Not a great storyline, but it got put into a storyline, so we're going to put him in B. Next up, we have his son, Dirty Dom. I've decided to put this in here because he actually showed up on the main roster as North American champ. Now, I said I wasn't going to do NXT, but... if you've got a guy who's champion on a different brand, but he's always coming to your show. Adam, if we're using AEW as a reference, Adam Cole is one half of the Ring of Honor tag champs, as far as I'm aware. And if he's always on AEW, he's one of the AEW champions. So we're going to put him on here as well. And I was thinking, man, Dominic Mysterio, I can remember a lot of stuff that happened during this North American title reign. S for Dom. Dom's reign was actually very entertaining. It was not like the greatest matches you've ever seen, like Gunther and the Usos, but it was a very high caliber, high quality run, and you can remember quite a bit that went on. You remember all the times Dom was so close to losing. Oh, look at this, he's got him beat. 1, 2, oh, he just got pulled out of the ring by Rhea. Every time. It's a tried and true method, and it works, and Dom, everybody hates him. Even if the reign itself wasn't great, which it arguably could have been an B or an A, the heat that Dom got from his promos is good enough, along with Rhea. So, he'll be going at S for me. Next up, we have our Women's World Champions. We have Bianca Belair first up here. There's a lot of things you can say about Bianca's reign. You can say it was a little too long, a little too boring, and I somewhat agree with you, but I think Bianca, she didn't really keep it for me, but she was able to keep most of the fans' attention, so I'm going to be putting her an A. I think she deserves that. You know, I don't really like Bianca's character. I think it's really bland. But she was champ for a while. A lot of people still really love Bianca's character, and I've grown a little more to like it as well. But she deserves an A for the talent she put in. Next up, we have the woman who dethroned her, Asuka. Now, Asuka, she's weird. Her title reign was weird, and it wasn't her fault. It was just, all right, you got Charlotte Flair and you got Bianca, and they're feuding. Arr. And they're also feuding over the title, which Asuka has. Woohoo! And then another person comes in, and they're all feuding for the title, which Asuka has. So Asuka's just kind of stuck as champ when other people are feuding over the title that she has. But they're feuding with other people for the title. You know, it's a competition to reach that goal, I guess. It was weird booking and a weird story, and it was ineffective for her character. But I'm going to put her at C. I don't think it was a D. I don't think it was that bad. I think Asuka did put on some pretty solid matches around the way. The SummerSlam match was a banger. So, technically, Bianca also had another reign here. It was her 8-second reign, and that also kind of put her in A. I may have put her in B, but her winning to immediately lose again puts her in A. Now that would bring us to Io, who is also an A, ranked her in the first video. And lastly, we have the Queen, Charlotte Flair. She won it on the last day of 2022 and lost it. She won it on the last day of 2022 and lost it on the first day of WrestleMania to Rhea Ripley, who, again, I've already ranked. However, this reign, it was a bit strange. She was there to lose to Ripley. She wasn't there to be a champ, but they had to put the title on Charlotte because it's cool to see Charlotte lose, but it also gave Charlotte another reign. And you kind of got the pros and cons, and it leans towards con. And for that, I'm going to put Charlotte in C. I don't think that her reign was anything above average, but I do think it was a little below. I don't think it was as good as it could have been. It could have been better booked, and hopefully, because this was just announced the other day, that Charlotte recovers as well. She's going to be out for the next 9 months with a bad injury, tore her ACL, MCL, and I think ripped her meniscus as well. So I hope she's going to be good. She'll miss WrestleMania, unfortunately, but her title reign was not good, so that's unfortunate for her. This is everybody I've looked through, and these are all the people who were champion on the main roster in 2023, as far as I can tell. Technically, yes, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn were on the main roster as women's tag team champions, but they haven't done anything, and the reign was forgettable. I don't really remember anything that happened except them losing. So I can't really comment on that reign. If I did have to comment, it would probably be a B. So, that's everybody. Again, quick recap. We have in S tier, Gunther, the Usos, and Dominic Mysterio. In A tier, we have Damage Control, one half of them, Io Sky, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Bianca Belair. In B tier, we have Logan Paul, Caden Carter, and Katana Chance, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, Damian Priest and Finn Balor, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, and Rey Mysterio. In C tier, we have Roman Reigns, Austin Theory, Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, Lita, Becky Lynch, Asuka, and Charlotte Flair. And in D tier, we have Rhea Ripley and the combo of Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey. If you would like to hear my reasoning for some of the ones that I didn't discuss today, go back and watch those first and second editions. But otherwise, have a good day, good evening, good night, good morning, good dawn, good dusk, good whatever, and goodbye.